Island's Claudia Jordan asking you to support a fellow Rhode Islander and check out Remi TV. That's right, Remi TV.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Maya, and you were tuned into Remi TV.
Hey you guys, your girl Tahiri, and I had an amazing time. Shout out to Remi
What's up?
TV.
It's your boy Slim 112. Hey, this is Remi TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Wyclef Jean. Y'all watching Remi TV.
Hey, what's going on? This your boy Rel from NEXT. For the best interviews, local and international, check out my girl Remi right now, right here, Remi TV. Brother, baby. Peace.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Deron from 112 checking in. You already know what it is. You watching Remi
Hey, yo,
TV.
check this out.
The
This your boy
positivity
Happy
lives.
representing infamous Small Beat. And right now you watching Remi TV.
What's going on, everybody? You're watching another episode of Remi TV. Today I have an amazing artist, freestyler, and all that good stuff. Chitho, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on.
No, thank you for having me. This is amazing. It's beautiful in here, and congratulations on all your success that you guys have. I've been hearing nothing but good things, so this is like a big opportunity for me. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love your glasses too.
Oh, thank you. A little bit of Dolce.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy though. Just
Not
something
too
small.
crazy.
Yeah.
You outside. So you're from Brockton, Massachusetts, right?
Yes, 508.
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
what is your favorite thing to do out in Brockton? Like, where's the places to eat? Because I haven't been out there. So
Places to eat?
Yeah.
You can go to Leo's Kitchen, Bussin'. That's one of my favorites. They're like, I think they're, what are they, Brazilian, I think. You can go to Al's, Cape Verdean. So it's a lot of Cape Verdeans where I'm from. They're like, if you don't know what Cape Verdean is, they're basically like West African. You know what I mean? So like they're strong where we're from in Brockton. So like they have restaurants out there that's very good. Then you can go get some Spanish food. You can go to Buena Vistas. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever you feeling. We're very multicultural out there, so it's whatever you feeling, you can get out there. We got Haitian food out there. Go to Geno's if you want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah.
Do you have a favorite place to shop?
We only have the mall. We only have Brockton Mall, so I'll probably run into Snipes real quick, which is like the old expressions, and grab some quick fit, you know what I'm saying, for the whatever the occasion is, but nothing crazy. You probably really have to leave Brockton to go shopping for something like spectacular. You know
That sounds like Rhode Island to me. I feel like I gotta go either online or go to
You're in
New York
Rhode
or something
Island?
like that. Yeah, I live in
No,
Rhode
but
Island.
what you mean? You guys got the, what's that, the Providence Place Mall?
Yeah, but the mall, but like we don't have like, you know, brand
Like
stuff.
designer?
Like designer.
Oh, you trying to get drippy.
You know, we don't
you
have
trying to put that. You trying to put that
But I know
on,
you guys
yeah.
got it out there though, right?
Nah, you got to go to Boston and Newberry Street.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in Brockton, no. No.
Oh, dang. So it sucks for all of us. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, our city's got to step their stuff up.
Yep.
So you're signed to a label, right? Called BSG.
BSG, correct.
So
Takeoff.
when did you decide, like, all right, this is the label for me?
I don't even know how long I've been a part of BSG now. It's been long. It's been like very long. About 5 years now, I'll say about 5 years. And I knew them before I even became a part of the group. So it took me a little bit to even, like come home. But I just seen like their dedication and their motivation and like just their ambition and like the engine behind the artist. You know what I mean? So that made me like take it more serious because how serious that they take it and how serious they was taking it, you know what I mean? So it just made sense to me, like why not be a part of that? And they're already basically family. I'm around these people all the time anyways, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, it just makes sense to just come home, you know what I mean?
Right.
And ever since then, it's been nothing but just like leveling up, you know what I mean? It takes a little bit of time, but ups and downs. And then we have the pandemic, you know what I mean? So yeah.
And I know that, well, before we get into your projects and everything like that, so you started off as a freestyle rapper, right? Or battle rapper, right?
Yep.
So when did you discover your love for music, and when did you realize that, I'm really good at this?
So when I was young, I grew up in so my mom used to do music. She used to like freestyle and like rap, and she was like into the rapping scene herself, like growing up. So and then she was just like a musician, so she loved music. So just like growing up in the house, those Saturdays where they cleaning the house and they just playing that, different range of music. So like my mom was a rapper, but then she loves music. So we're listening to like, Luther Vandross. We're listening to just like different types of things, Marvin Gaye, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Teddy Pendergrass, like stuff like that. But then you can go like, I might come in, she got some Method Man on, you know what I'm saying? She might have like some DMX or something on, like just like different range, you know what I mean? And so it's like, that's how I got like just like had a love and a passion for music off of that. And then when I started like listening to music and just remaking the songs that I like on the radio, I would just like remake the whole song. So I'm like, and catch the melody of it and stuff like that. But then it's like, but I was never ever able to like listen to a beat and then like make a melody myself and like do it. But then I was just able to just put these bars together where I knew if I was going against somebody, there's no way they would be able to beat me.
Right.
And then I was very, very good at making bars just right off the top of my head, like right there in this on the scene, you know what I mean? So that's why I was just battle rapping. And then from battle rapping, I just started making music. It took me a couple of years. But by the time I got to like high school, probably like 9th, 10th grade, then I started like teaching myself how to make a song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So one of my questions that I should have been asked this to people a long time ago, but since you're here, now when it comes to freestyling, to me, freestyling should be off the top of the dome, right?
Right.
But some people go to, radio shows and they say things that they've written.
Had already written, right.
So do you consider that as freestyle or no?
No, damn, how do I answer that? Well, I don't want to like discredit anyone's like craft, right? Because that's just what the culture is now. So like I said, when I started doing the rap and stuff in the freestyling, you had to be off the top of your head. So if it was a battle, I would have to go off of like what you had on, who you came with, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But it would have to be like right there off the head. But then like slowly it just started getting into people coming prepared with their raps already written, and it turned into more of just like for entertainment. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
That's how
that
I
makes
see
sense.
it. So it's like I'm gonna spit a freestyle, but it gotta be clean. Like if I come on a show, I don't want to say something stupid, and it's like I want to put a little bit more thought into it to make it just seem more professional. So I'll say, so I don't discredit it, but I do kind of agree with what you said. Like freestyle really means like freestyle, like off the top of your head, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I've been noticing that and people are like, oh yeah, that's a freestyle, and I'm like, but
No,
weird though.
Yeah,
because
right.
That don't even sound to me. That sounds like something he did.
And I think people
week.
that's like really into freestyling, like off the top of their head, I think like if you was to ask a person like that the same question, they would answer it a totally different way from how I'm answering. They would say, no, that's not freestyling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But different lanes for different people.
And being a fan of hip hop, who are you listening to today? Because I know you mentioned you listen to Method Man, Marvin Gaye, you named a bunch of people. But today, who's the newbies that you're like, okay, I can rock with them?
I listen to all, because I love new music, but I be heavy on like my Rod wave right now. I'll be like in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be on my Rod wave, riding, singing. I feel like I can sing when I be listening to Rod wave. I listen to a lot of BSG. I just dropped the album, Legendary Legacies, out now on all platforms, so I listen to that like a lot. I like to listen to like a lot of like my team's music and like my music, but
I love that.
Yeah, Drake's the GOAT to me, so I'm always bump some Drizzy Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dirk, heavy on Dirk, yo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I be listening to like the new stuff. If it's a bop, I'm listen to it.
Right, yeah, that's how I am, because I think music is about energy and vibes.
Exactly,
right?
and that's
so
what I'm doing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because
vibing.
we'll even throw on like some reggae. Like I told you, like we'll listen to some Cape Verdean music. Like it don't even, if it's a bop, it's lit.
Yeah, and you have a song called Chasing Money, right? And that song was done a while back. So at that time, because times have changed and people evolve, so obviously the inspiration. I wasn't
BSG at that time.
Oh, you wasn't BSG. But I know your music probably has evolved since then, right?
Lot, yeah.
But other than the inspiration to chase money, what was your other inspiration behind that song? Because there's different lyrics in it other than the main topic.
That song and that video is actually very special to me because it's just me and my son in that song when he was young. And so if you go and watch that video, you'll see it's just me and my son, and just like a day. It looks like it's just like a day of me and him and like what we was doing in a day-to-day basis at that time. But the motivation for chasing money in the lyrics, like when I do music, it just comes off of a vibe and the energy that I get. So like it could always be different. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make a song early in the day while I was feeling a different vibe, and then leave the studio and come back with a whole totally different vibe and make a whole totally different song. You know what I mean? So there's always inspiration from different things. But chasing money is it's just like, yeah, what you hearing, it's a bunch of bars that's put together that you could like really dive into and really feel like where I'm coming from and where I was born at and where I'm bred from, you know what I'm saying? And you could just tap into the 508, because one thing about Brockton and Massachusetts is a lot of people, like I just came from Texas yesterday. I was at South by Southwest, right? And I told they're like, oh, where you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from Massachusetts. And the girl goes, there's people there? Wow. And I'm like, yeah, there's people there. And like you get that a lot too. And then it's like, you know, people hear Massachusetts and they say, oh, Boston. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's like, yeah, shout out to Boston. But it's like, I'm not from Boston. Like, I'm 20 minutes away from Boston. It's like, you might go to Boston, you get a whole totally perspective of Massachusetts. But then when you go 20 minutes outside of Boston into Brockton, then you're going to be like, where the hell am I?
Right. And it's like those who know, those who don't.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just what chasing money is. You could tap in there and you could really drown into those lyrics and really feel like, nah, he's coming from somewhere. You have to have been through something or been there to be able to talk that. You feel what I'm saying? So.
Right. And you just dropped a new project, right?
Just dropped a new project, Legendary Legacies, and that's out now on all platforms. I got 6 songs on there, 6 powerful, very strong songs on there. Different vibes, you know what I mean? I did that on purpose, so that way, because it's my first project off of BSG, so I wanted to feed everybody.
And I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna say, what's the vibes of the project?
No, it's all different type of vibes on there. You're gonna catch me doing my little melodic singing on there, and I'm rapping. I got some party songs on there. One of my biggest singles out right now is "Drillin' My Drip," and that's like more on like the the New York drill type song scene. You know, so for everybody could get stirred, you go do the TikToks to that and run it up. You know what I mean?
That's dope. So you gonna put out any music videos?
Yeah, we're gonna do a video for, I think it's gonna be More Love and then Last Hero first. We're gonna drop those, and then we're gonna just keep working on that. Then I plan on doing a deluxe to Legendary Legacies. That's the plan, but we'll see. Or maybe I'll just drop another album next. Yeah,
that's
deluxe.
Dope.
So we'll see. Cause
Do you have
surprises.
any collabs?
Yeah, definitely. So I got a major artist, Neek Bucks, who's from Harlem, New York, and he's actually out doing his thing right now. And he just dropped a project which is out on all platforms as well. So go make sure y'all go run that up. Shout out to bro Neek Bucks, you feel me? And he tapped in with me. I got one of my best songs that's on the album right now called Menace to Society. And that song's very, very powerful, very deep. Like that's one that you're gonna drown into and just really tap in. And I got Neek Bucks on there and it's lit. I got my boy Southside Kizzy, who's part of BSG. He's on there as well. And I got one of my other boys that's from Brockton, and his name's Young OG. We call him Nano, but he's from a group called Splurge Boys, and they're actually very, very lit where we're from. So shout out to the Splurge Boys too.
That's dope. Do you want to give a shout out to any producers that helped you with
Yeah, shout out my boy Ski Beats. You know, I've been tapping in with Ski Beats since I met him from BSG, and he's like very, very, very talented producer. I got EA Sports on there, DJ EA. Shout out to him. He's very lit. I got one of who's very special to me because, I found him on Instagram. His name is Tony Scott Beats, and he's from Kazakhstan, Russia.
Wow.
So that's my man's right there. Shout out my man Tony, you know what I'm saying?
It's dope how you can meet people off of social media and do collabs.
And it be tricky because you don't know if it's real or not sometimes.
Yeah, because them Bitcoin people
and he talking about some Kazakhstan. I'm like, come on, man. But he's sending me beats, and I'm like, nah. I'm one of them ones.
That's dope. That's dope. If you wasn't doing music, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
My friends say I could be a comedian. I don't think I'm that funny, but for me, I could
you
be
probably
a
are funny.
Yeah, but I want to do podcasts though. Like I love podcasts. I'll be sitting around. I'll be just watching like podcasts and stuff, like all the shows, and like I love podcasts. So I probably would, and I think I am still gonna get into podcasts. But right now, moving around with my music, it's like it's been going real good right now. So.
That's good. So what are some of the topics that you would talk about on your podcast? Like, what do you talk about when you're chilling with your friends?
I would be clowning. Like, I'd probably be talking about a lot of stuff that goes on in my city. A lot of stuff that goes on in my city. And, like, because a lot of stuff that goes on in my city can be viral. Like, just straight viral. I know it. And then, like... Yeah, then like regular stuff, like what's going on in the world, media stuff, you know what I'm saying? Celebrities, we'll talk like hot topics and stuff like that, Political, not really. If we had a political guest on there, then maybe we could get political. I'm not really too political like that, like because I'm a type of person that's like, I'm concerned on like what's going on where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Understand, yeah.
I pray for the world, though. You feel what I'm saying? But before I pray for the world, I pray for my peoples and my family first, and then I pray for the world.
Right. So I know you don't want to do like national political stuff, but would you do community political stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would have like political people from like my city that be doing like the marches or whatever they do out there sometimes and put together like the peace rallies.
Yep.
I would bring them on and just see what their perspective of what they think is going on in the city and what they would want to say to the people and like to the youth and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, absolutely, definitely. And see what they feel like we could do or what my platform would be able to help to, you know, change what we could do.
Right, because we do need more representation, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we know what's going on. And a lot of times, we got to target the youth. And a lot of times I feel like, you know, we don't know what's going on because we don't listen to people that don't look like us at the same time. I think that's a problem too. So I think we need representation.
No, absolutely. And you know, and we need people that's going to step up to that. You know what I'm saying? And they got to be more people that's paying attention to those things that's going on for them to be able to step up to that. Because, and you know, I don't fault people for that because, like I said, you know, when you come from like certain places in the struggle, sometimes it's hard for you to focus on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many things that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? In a lifetime, in your life, so yeah. Right.
So what's your creative process like when you're doing music? Like, you need candles and stuff, you need dim lights, you need Marvin Gaye playing in the back.
Nah, it's really whatever. I'm like a spur of the moment type artist too. Like if you want to lock in and get a song, it's easy. But I'll just be in the studio and I'll just put a beat on. Right. And then I let the beat talk to me. So like if I can't drown in the beat, like and the beat's not telling me what to say, then I'm not gonna do the song. I could force myself to do the song, but it probably won't come out for how I would like it to come out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's just really my creative process with making a song. I listen to a beat and I just tap into what the beat is, and the beat because like when you've been through so much things in your life, you have all different types of feelings, and that doesn't even have to be that. It's just human nature. You have all different type of feelings and emotions in your body already. So all it does is just take one thing for it to bring those emotions out, and then you just tap into whatever those emotions bring out of you, and you put it down on paper.
How do you see yourself evolving in the next 5 years with music, and even in yourself, like, you know, when it comes to growth?
So like I said, like on this song, like on this album I just dropped, I have like a song on there where I'm like singing, melodic. So I'm trying to work more on like tapping into like the melodic stage and trying to like hold a melody way more better and play with like the like my voice and play with like the use my voice as an instrument. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to master that, and I would like to learn more about the studio process of like mixing a beat, making a beat, mixing a song, recording a song, because you know, like I'm learning and more that's more important as an artist, because sometimes you can just tap in by yourself, and when you're tapped in by yourself, you know, different emotions come out and different types of art come out. So that's important too sometimes, and you know. It cuts the budget too a little bit, you know, engineer stuff like that, you know. But and I just want to, that's it. Just tap into stuff like that and just be better with my craft. Just better my craft.
Right. And it sounds like music has been some therapy for you, right?
Yeah, that's major with me, because when I go through something or whatever the case may be, or like when I tap in to make it a song, it helps me release these emotions that sometimes you never even really knew you had. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the beat will talk to you, and the beat will be telling you about your life.
Right.
You feel me? Then you just putting it down.
What separates you from other artists in Brockton?
I would probably say maybe a little bit of seniority and experience. You can tell in the craft. Something like when I make music now, it doesn't sound local. You get what I'm saying? Like you can play it on different radio stations in the world, and it's just gonna sound like it's a song. It's not gonna sound like it's a local song. When I perform, I'm very explosive. You could see the charisma, you could see the dedication, and you could just see the experience, and you can just see that as me as an artist as well. So I think that just separates me just a little bit. But we have very talented artists in my city, and I'm very proud of everybody that's doing what they're doing in my city. So and yeah, shout out to the 5.
Is there anybody you haven't worked with in your city that you want to work with?
Off of the top, I can't really think about any names, because I've pretty much collabed with most artists in my city. I was fortunate to do that. So I can't really think, but any artist that's up and coming that I can't think of it, I want to collab with everybody from my city. I want to be able to say that I actually did something with everybody that's doing something in my city. I think that's pretty important. So.
Right. So knowing that you freestyle, right? You know I'm gonna want to hear something. You know you cannot leave the studio without letting me hear no show.
Nah, I could spit something. It don't even matter.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm listening.
You want to hear something right now? Oh, I thought you were talking about maybe if I came back another time. No, I'm joking now.
Oh, you're shy?
Nah, hell no, I'm not
okay.
shy. I was like, listen. A kid just lost his life, trying to play the streets. Where I'm from, they play for keeps, the feds doing sweeps. I see my first body as a teenager, and that image still pop up like a screensaver. I can hear him screaming from the burning shells. Couple homies in the cell, couple homies fell. I know people going through it, and I wish them well. Where I'm spitting sick as cell, I got sickle cell. Lil' Brody staying home, he said he's sick as cells. I be talking to the bosses that be rich as hell. That's a different type of order, that's a different scale. Used to ship them in containers at the infamil. I seen bodies as a kid, that's a different fell. One gun with 2 clips, shit could get for real. Niggas trapping, getting caught, and then they take a deal. Pay attention close enough, you probably see it tell.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Thank you.
So can you tell us your social media and how we could find you and listen to your music?
Yeah, absolutely. So you could tap in with me on Instagram. It's Tell 'em Chitho said it, but if you just type in CHITHO, if you don't say the other H, you're not saying it right. You'll see it pop up, and it's just gonna say Tell 'em Chitho said it. And on Twitter, it's you could type in the same thing, Chitho. So everywhere you type in Chitho, it'll pop up. And then I'm on all platforms. Everywhere you listen to music.
Spotify,
everywhere.
Apple Music.
All that. Go and get I'm on YouTube. Go tap in. Definitely.
Right. So it was a pleasure having you today.
No, it was a pleasure being here. This is so cool.
I had a good time with this interview. I appreciate you freestyling, coming out of your comfort zone.
No, absolutely.
You know?
No, I didn't mind. I just wanted to see how I should bring it. Yeah, I didn't want to,
You brought it.
Get it.
You brought it. He came with the glasses on.
I didn't want to start swearing everywhere. Sound like a truck driver. Like, get this man out of here.
That's hilarious. He came through with the glasses on.
Yeah, had the Dolces on. I wanted to look a little like, I wanted to look like a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I was going to try to dress like a rock star, but I was like, nah, I'm going to just come here and some
You look perfect. Don't worry about it.
And you look amazing as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So guys, check him out on all digital platforms. Follow him on Instagram. Download his music.
Yes.
Hopefully he drops that video ASAP.
No, we're going to drop us a video real soon. We're going to drop us but we got a bunch of videos up. There's actually, for one of the songs I saw on there, Drill on My Drip, there's a video out right there, out for that one right now. So you can go tap in with that.
So yeah, we're going to tap in with that. And I'm actually going to most likely air it on this show, so you guys can go check them out.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You guys are watching Remi TV, and we are out.
Peace.
Gang.
No, the fuck we rock
Shooter.
I said them shooters ahead. I do a drill on my drip, and I don't really kill you with. Nah. Hey, she wanna know I'm with. I'm in the car with a bitch, and I got a hold in the blick. Wait, hold on. I do a drill on my drip. Wait, hold on. And I said them shooters ahead. Yeah, wait. She wanna know I'm with. Nah, hold on. I don't really kill you with. Wait, hey. I do a drillin' designer. Red bottom, them bloody shoes. My bitch look like Rihanna. My side bitch look better too. All shooters on the lineup. And you know I get dirty too. My young boys do you dirty too. Gang, I don't run down, I'ma walk up. Can't say much when you boxed up. Do it for the niggas locked up. Say you getting old and you washed up. Got 100 packed and I bossed up. Niggas lost when they crossed us. Started hitting on us through the process. Turn every niggas into bosses. Wanna fuck cause I'm lit, but I don't really want hit. Got 100 shots in the whip, so I don't care who you with. Run down with the blick, man down or we hit. Run down with the blick, man down or we hit. I said them shooters ahead. I do a drill on my drip, and I don't really kill you with. Nah. Hey, she wanna know I'm with. I'm in the car with a bitch, and I got a hold in the blick. Wait, hold on. I do a drill on my drip. Wait, hold on. And I said them shooters ahead. Yeah, wait. She wanna know I'm with. Nah, hold on. I don't really kill you with.
and check out Remi TV. That's right, Remi TV.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Maya, and you were tuned into Remi TV.
Hey, you guys, your girl Tahiri, and I had